देखिए वापस वो यूट्यूब वाले पे क्लिक किया है, आई थिंक अब हो जाना चाहिए, बस चेक करिए ना प्लीज़। आ रहे हैं सर? हाँ हाँ, वो सब कर लिया डाउनलोड। मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि वही पर कंप्लीट तो मैं चालू करूँ मेरा। इस लाइफ शुड आई स्टार्ट नाउ? ठीक है, ओके। Hi everyone, very good evening to all of you. I myself is CS Abhishek Sharma, and today I'm here to explain you everything in relation to the RTP MTP. So we are going to discuss few important case studies on RTP MTP series of CA final, which is crucial for your CA final exam. But before I start my today's session, let me make a very important announcement that as you know that Unacademy and Yashas have collaborated in order to provide the best quality coaching to all the CA aspirants across the country, and in order to ensure that all our CA aspirants being cleared in the first attempt itself, what Unacademy has came out with a very innovative concept that is called CA Iconic program. Now it's a flagship program for all CA final aspirant, whereby apart from getting the best coaching from all the best educator on the same platform, what additional benefit will be going to get is live mentorship program. Now under that, the live mentorship program, what you have is a very unique feature like doubt solving, like evaluated test series, then printed books, and community building platform. So under the so you have a live classes, then you have a weekly test, and your study material, the very exhaustive study material we provided to you, and then unlimited access. So there's no view restriction, and you can access the lectures any number of time, and structured course. So the course have been structured in such a manner that you can understand the course in a proper phase, and that helps you to develop the understanding in a better manner. Now under the live mentorship program, now it is something that you'll be, as we know that every student is unique, and that is where the mentorship becomes a very important aspect. So what is being said that all your doubts and things will be clarified, and you will be your queries is going to be resolved, so that is going to help you to enhance your preparation level. Further, we have a evaluated test series, and under this the entire portion being divided into 3 tests. So it is something that will always give you a cutting edge while you are appearing for your main exam, because that will help you to prepare yourself, that how you should prepare for your exam in the actual in the actual environment. So your exams are going to be, the test is going to be conducted into 3 phases. That is, once the 40% portion being completed, then once the 80% portion being completed, and once the entire portion being completed. Not only the test is going to be conducted, but also the analysis class is going to be followed, whereby what they will do, they the expert is going to give you the detailed analysis of that particular test, and then personalized guidance will be given to you once the personalized guidance will be given to you once you have from the expert, so that you can understand what mistakes you have done and how to improvise upon the same. Now this iconic subscription is available for group 1 as well as for final CA final group 2 also, and it is also available for combo group. And if you use the word Yashas live, you can always avail an additional benefit. Clear? So this is something, is a very unique benefit, that for 3 days, that is from 30th January and 31st January, you can always avail. So it is for 2 days, it is you will get an additional benefit of 20% if you use the code Yashas Live. Clear? So this is something is very crucial for all the CA final students, so avail the maximum benefit of this iconic program. Clear? Now, so now we are starting with the MTP. Now these two MTP being available on the ICSI website, and that is where we are going to discuss few important case studies under that. Then after the case study, we will discuss few detailed question also, subject to the availability of time, and we'll understand how these case studies being solved. Clear? So we are first going to MTP 1. So this is mock test paper 1. Now, so mock test paper 1. Now this test is being issued in March 2021. Now first we'll take case 2. Very interesting case. Now very interesting case and important too. So now what is being specified, that an investor file a complaint. Now this is something that you have to understand, that an investor file a complaint to recognize stock exchange against Colex Limited, alleging that the company has changed its registered office within Jaipur city itself in contravention of the provision of Companies Act 13. So what they are saying, that company has changed its registered office, and that change of registered office has been done in contravention of Companies Act, as no ordinary resolution or special resolution passed in general meeting before such changes has been made. Now this is very important thing. So changes registered office within Jaipur city itself, and no ordinary special resolution has been passed in general meeting before such change being made. Clear? Now what is further being said, now Colex has already replied via email to the aggrieved investor by quoting the relevant section, in that if the register of the company is to be changed within the same city, then only passing of board resolution is required, which was duly complied with by the Colex Limited. So what is being said, that company has already replied the same, saying that for changing the register office within the same city, you need not to pass any ordinary resolution or special resolution, you only need to pass board resolution. Clear? Now the recognized stock exchange, on receipt of such application from the investor, inquired into the details of the company and came to know that the company has been incurring losses for the last 2 consecutive financial year, and also it has a negative net worth. In addition to this, the recognized stock exchange got report from its analyst that the securities of the company has been remained infrequently traded during the preceding 2 years. Now this is something. Now the company is incurring losses and have a negative net worth, and the security company remained to be infrequently traded during the preceding 2 years. Now the recognized stock exchange, after giving an opportunity of being heard, passed an order on 8th September 20 with respect to delisting the security colleagues from its platform by recording the reason of the same in writing. Now at the time of, what is specified, that at the time of aforesaid hearing and on analysis of the information and explanation asked for by the officials of recognized stock exchange, he came to know that Colex Limited has been indulged in market manipulation, and the same official immediately informed to the SEBI regarding the same, and the SEBI, after inquiring into the same, passed a cease and desist order against Colex dated 5th October 2020 as per section 11D of SEBI Act, having a reasonable ground to believe that the company has been indulged in market manipulation. Now always remember, under section 11D, Now, the SEBI will issue cease and desist order against a listed company only when the company being indulged in insider trading or market manipulation. So, now, now what is further being said that the aforesaid now what is further being said that the aforesaid recognized stock exchange furnish its now furnish its periodical return on 10th November 20 as required to SEBI containing the requisite particular but do not furnish the details of delisted securities of the college limited, believing that there is no need to furnish the same as only details pertaining to the securities delisted during previous 1 year are required to be furnished, and in case college 1 month has already been passed since its delisting. Now, so what is being specified that the recognized stock exchange, so stock exchange while they furnishing the periodical return to SEBI, now they did not furnish the details of college limited being delisted, believing there is no need to furnish as only details of the security delisted previous 1 month are required to furnish, and in case of college 1 month has already been passed. Now, along with furnishing of the aforesaid return, it also made an application on the same date to SEBI for renewal of its recognition Form A, which was about to expire on 15th February 2021 along with applicable fees. Now, College Limited was agreed in the order passed by the recognized stock exchange with respect to delisting as well as with the cease and desist order passed by SEBI, and due to which it filed an appeal to SAT in respect of both the order within the prescribed time limit. So, company is not happy with the order issued by stock exchange with respect to delisting as well as now as well as the SEBI for cease and desist order, and that is where they passed so that is where they passed the order. They filed an appeal before SAT. Now what is being said that however at the time of appellant proceeding by SAT, the presiding officer of SAT was removed on 25th February 21 by central government after giving a reasonable opportunity of being heard on the matter on the ground that he has abused his position as to render his continuation of his detrimental to public interest. Now the presiding officer of SAT has been removed by central government considering that his continuation will be detrimental to public interest. Clear? Now what is further being said, the central government appointed Justice Ram as a new presiding officer on 25th March 21, that is on the day of his 62th birthday, in consultation with Chief Justice of India. Now what is being said, the central government appointed on his 62th birthday in consultation with Chief Justice of India as new presiding officer of SAT. So if you analyze this question, now each paragraph is talking on something different facts and some different provision, and that is where what is required that we have to analyze each and every paragraph. Student, one more thing. Now as we know that entire CA final paper being now designed in the form of case study, and that is where a very unique initiative has we have came out with a very unique initiative whereby we are going to discuss not only the case study of the CA exam, CA pass exam and MTP RTP, but also we are going to discuss the case study of other professional exams also, plus all the past exam case studies of CA CA Institute plus MTP RTP plus test your knowledge. So we have a special class of mine, and under that we have started a extra case study series also. We are going to discuss the case studies of CS Institute and CMA Institute also, because the more we practice the case study better for us. And so you can visit our Unacademy portal and you can always get the benefit for the same by watching our special class. Clear? Now Now coming to the question. So is the question clear to all of you? Now what is being specified? So what is being specified with respect to now? So what is being specified with respect to this entire case? Now we start the questions for the same. Now what has been said that which of the following grounds are valid for delisting the securities by recognized stock exchange? So which of the following grounds are valid for delisting securities by recognized stock exchange? So what is being said that the company has incurred losses of during the preceding 2 consecutive years and it have a negative net worth. The security of the company remains to be infrequently traded during the preceding 2 years. Now the company has changed its registered office in contravention of Companies Act by not passing ordinary resolution or special resolution. So what have been said that when we talk about the delisting aspect, that what are the basic grounds pursuant to which now delisting can be done. Now this is being given under SCRA concept. Now though SCRA being removed from the though SCRA being removed from the portion, but we in sometimes in the integrated case studies they may ask the question. Clear? So that is where we need to know the provision also. Now what is so just for your knowledge, now stock exchange have a right that if stock exchange find that the company is now stock exchange find that the security of the company which is listed on its platform are not complying with the requirement and are doing some violation, then stock exchange have inherent right that they can remove the securities from its platform under the concept of compulsory delisting. Now when the compulsory delisting takes place, under that what is being specified that now so what is being specified that when the company being compulsory delisted, so there are certain grounds of compulsory delisting. Now if we and this part now it is only and only for your knowledge and nothing else. So now if the company has incurred losses during the preceding 3 consecutive years and have a negative net worth, then the company now so if the company has incurred losses, secondly if the company have remained infrequently traded during the preceding 3 years. Now here they have mentioned so if it has been 3 years, so now 3 consecutive years. Secondly, if the company has incurred if the security company remained to be infrequently traded during the preceding 3 years. Now if the company has shifted its change register office in contravention of provision of Companies Act by not passing ordinary resolution or special resolution. Now this is not there. Now it is only that it says that the company has changes register office without complying the provision of Companies Act, but in this case ordinary resolution or special resolution is not required to be passed in all conditions. So all 3 conditions are not applicable, and therefore what have been said that which of the following grounds are valid for delisting of security by stock exchange? Now here none of the above. Clear? Second, what is being said that whether the aforesaid contention of recognized stock exchange is valid, that there is no need to furnish the detail of delisted securities of Collex Limited. Now what is being said that when the stock exchange delisted securities, so they have to provide the details of all the company which has been delisted to SEBI of the previous 3 months. It is not the 1 month. So what is being said? So no, it is the duty of recognized stock exchange to furnish the detail of delisted securities during the preceding 3 months to SEBI, and 3 months have not passed since the delisting of the securities of College Limited. So the answer for question number 7 is going to be A. So while reading the first point, you can understand that this is going to be the answer because this is the right answer. Now, what is further being said? Now, what is being given in question number 8? Now, what should be the last date? So, what is the last date prior to the expiry of period of recognition by which the recognized stock exchange shall make an application to SEBI for renewal of recognition in case could not make an application by 10th November 20, and what shall be the fees payable along with such application? Now, again, this is not in your portion. So the SCRA chapter has been removed, and because of that, now so these questions, now the probability is very less. Still, you should know this thing. So they have said that which is about to expire on 15th February 2021. So it is so that is the now so that is the date of expiry. So this is the date of expiry of notice. Now, so what is required that the application have to be made now 3 months before the 3 months before the renewal. So it's ideally it need to be made so 3 months before. So what will be 3 months before? So 15th February, 15th January, 15th December, 15th November. So it is going to be 15th November 21. That is the last date. Now, so what is the last date prior to the expiry of period recognized by which recognized stock exchange shall make an application to SEBI for renewal of recognition in case could not make application on 10th November, and what shall be the fees payable along with such application? Now, so the answer for question number A is going to be B, that is 15th November along with fees of 200. Done. This is your question number 8. 9. Now what has been said that what are the dates on which College Limited would have filed an appeal against delisting order of recognized stock exchange as well as cease and desist order of SEBI respectively, assuming it has filed appeal on the last prescribed date against both the order. Now what is delisting order date? So if we see the delisting order date, so cease and desist order 5th October. Now cease and desist order now 5th October 20 and 8th September 20 is delisting order. Now 8th September 20 delisting order. Now delisting Now, what is being said that so the against the delisting order, now if the have to be made, now it need to be made within 15 days. So from this date, now 15 days. So what will be 15 days in such case? So it is going to be, so it is going to be 23rd of September 2020, and against cease and desist order, if the appeal have to be made, now this need to be made within 45 days. So now when you make 45 days, so it is October 26 days and November 19 days. So it is going to be 19 November 20. So the answer for question number 9 is going to be 23rd September 20 and 19th November 20. Is it clear? Done. Now, so these are the 4 case studies which is relating to this particular case. Now what is being said, now what question number 10 says, now it says that in order to make Robotic Toys Private Limited as a subsidiary, Green Rays Robot Limited raised its investment in robotic toys from 40% to 60% of its paid up capital. So now from the option given below, choose the one which correctly indicates as when robotic toys shall be considered as a undertaking of Golden Ray Robots Limited. Now understand, now this is your section 180 subsection 1 subclause A, and what 180 subsection 1 subclause A says that when undertaking, what is to be called as undertaking, where, so undertaking is something where the investment more than 20% of net worth, more than 20% net worth has been invested in the preceding financial year. So net worth have to be calculated as per the preceding financial year financial statement, or which generate 20% or more of the total income of the company. So what is being said, undertaking, so there are 2 criteria. First, investment more than 20% of net worth of the company, or generate income more than equal to 20% of total income of the company. So if that is the case, then which option shall be valid? Now it says that in order to make Robotic Toys Private Limited as a subsidiary of Golden, now when they will consider as an undertaking. So for undertaking, 181A specifies investment more than 20% in generate income more than equal to 20% total income. Now, so what 10A says that in order that robotic toys is considered as one of the undertaking, now Golden Rays is required to invest more than 10% of its net worth. No, it is not 10% net worth. So this option is cancelled. Second, now in order that robotic toys is considered as one of the undertaking, golden race is required to invest more than 20% of its net worth. Okay, as per the audited balance of preceding financial year, or robotic toys must have contributed in generation of 20% of total income of golden race during the preceding financial year. So this is your answer. So the answer for question number 10 is B. Clear? So now, so this the answer for question number 10 is answer B. Okay. Now, so those who are watching the same, now you can always, for your understanding, you can always write the term undertaking, what it means for your knowledge purpose, but from exam point of view only have to tick. Clear? Just read this part. I believe must have done with the reading. So let's move to next question now. Now what is further being said, that Mr. A is an authorized dealer holding a valid authorization issued by Reserve Bank of India. So what is being said, that Mr. A is authorized it's an authorized dealer holding a valid authorization issued by Reserve Bank of India under section 10 of FEMA Act. Now during the course of his business, he violated one of the conditions subject to which the authorization was granted to him. Now the adjudicating authority imposed a penalty of rupees 1.5 lakh under section 13, being 3 times the amount involved in the violation. Mr. A accepted the default, state the time limit before which Mr. A should pay the penalty, assuming that he does not prefer an appeal to the adjudicating authority. So what is the penalty? So if the offense being committed under FEMA, the penalty is 3 times of the amount involved, and that have to be paid within 90 days. So if you are not making the appeal, then the penalty have to be made within 90 days. So within 90 days from the date of the order imposing penalty. So these are the smaller case studies, which is basically not based on any particular given case. It is based on a particular fact given in the question, or it is basically being depend upon the concept. Clear? So let's take few more case studies, the bigger case study, and then we can always solve these smaller case studies. Clear? So this is something what we have discussed under MTP 1 series. Now we move to another series of MTP, that is MTP 2. Now let's understand one more question in this case. Now let's see this case. Now this is your mock test paper 2. And what we have just discussed was earlier was mock test paper 1. Now Now coming to now integrated case studies scenario 1. Now what is being said? Now it says that Troy Limited is an unlisted public company deriving its income mainly from trading in iron bars. Now it also derives some income from investment in immovable properties. So iron bars and immovable property. It is the only subsidiary company of RIM Limited, a listed public company which hold 50% of equity in Troy Limited. The shares of RIM Limited was listed on Bombay Stock Exchange as well as on National Stock Exchange. So there are four different facts being given in this particular paragraph. That the company is a subsidiary company of a listed company which is holding 55% capital. Now they are deriving its income from iron bars, trading in iron bars, and they also make investment in immovable property also. Now what is further being said, that net income of Troy Limited was 66 crores, whereas the standalone income of RIM Limited was 154 crores as shown in the audited financial statement of both the companies for the financial year ended 31st March 2020. However, the net worth of Troy Limited was only 15% of the total net worth of both the companies as per the consolidated financial statement. Also, the contribution of Troy Limited in the consolidated turnover of both the companies was only 18%. So it says that, so they have given the income, then the net worth is 15%, now turnover is 18%. Consolidated turnover done. Now what is being said, the audit committee now the audit committee of RIM Limited has all the 7 directors of the company as its member. The said committee now held a meeting on 25th April 20 for the purpose of reviving the financial statement or reviewing the financial statement. So what they are doing, they are going to have an audit committee meeting now for the purpose of reviewing the financial statement of Troy Limited, which has been limited reviewed by the statutory auditor of RIM Limited as required by the accounting standard number 21. Also, an omnibus approval was granted in the said meeting. Now what is omnibus approval? Now if you read section 177, that is where they talk about the audit committee, and that is where the omnibus approval concept has been provided. Clear? Now, so also an omnibus approval was granted in the said meeting for some transaction to be entered by RIM Limited with the related parties. Now, what is further being said, that the meeting was scheduled. So the meeting was scheduled second time in a year, and it was chaired by Mr. Suresh, an independent director of the company, who is also serving an independent director on the board of Troy Limited. Now, so in this case, what they are saying, that there is a independent director Suresh, who is also acting as an independent director of Troy Limited. Now, what is being said that apart from Mr. Suresh, so apart from Mr. Suresh, Mr. Dharmendra, another independent director, and and another independent director, and Mr. Vimal, an executive director with CA qualification, were present. Now, on the recommendation of Mr. Vaibhav, now managing director, so on the recommendation of Mr. Vaibhav, the managing director of RIM Limited, his brother, Mr. Jamin, has been appointed as a regular non-executive chairperson of the company, and as a com- company, as Mr. Janam possesses the requisite qualification for the said post, and also appoint the chairperson of the nomination and admission committee of the company. So now Mr. Dharmendra, Mrs. Meena is a qualified chartered engineer who has been appointed as woman director in the board of the RIM Limited. Now see this thing. What they are saying. So who has been appointed as a woman director? Now what is the relationship between Mr. Janam and the MD is brothers. So now the board of director of RIM Limited in one of its meetings made a proposal to dispose of 6% equity holding Troy Limited as the company received attractive offer for such shares from a foreign company based in Netherlands, also engaged in the business of iron bars trading. Now what is being said that also the board made a proposal to sell 22% asset of Troy Limited now under the scheme of arrangement approved by NCLT, as most of the business of Troy Limited was going to be automated in the upcoming years, and due to which some of the assets are requiring intervention of workers may become obsolete. So wherever the worker involvement is required, that will become obsolete in nature, because the world is moving towards technological aspect. Clear? Now what is further being said that in the same meeting the board discussed on the quarterly financial statement of the company, which had been limited review by statutory auditor of the company. So the minutes of the previous board meeting of its subsidiary company were also discussed as it was placed in the board meeting of the RIM Limited. Clear? Now so these are the major facts which has been given under the case. Just glance the major facts, please. Glance fast. Now see this thing. Now what has been said, Now which possesses the requisite qualification for the post and also opened by the chairperson nomination and remuneration committee. Now what is being said that now question, now there's one more fact being given. Now RIM Limited made the following compliances for the June 2020 quarter as required by SEBI LOD Regulation 2015. First, it submitted its unaudited financial results, unaudited quarterly financial statement to the recognized stock exchange on 31st of July. So quarterly financial statement, so quarterly things will be ended on 30th June. That need to submit it within 45 days from the end of quarter. So now it's submitted. So it submitted its quarterly compliance report on corporate governance on 10th July. So it is 30th June. Now 30th June done. That is within the time period. Now it submitted a statement showing holding of securities and shareholding pattern separately for each class of securities on 21st July 2020. Now there was no capital restructuring done in the company during the said quarter, resulting in the change exceeding 2% total paid up capital of the company. So here so 30th June so 30th June 2021, that is here within 21 days. It is 21st July 2020. 30th June 2020. So it has been submitted on 21st July 2020. Done. So done. So let's start now question. Now what is being said that whether Troy Limited can be considered as a material subsidiary of RIM Limited and whether it has violated whether Troy Limited can be considered a material subsidiary of RIM Limited and whether it has violated the law. If no more independent director of RIM Limited is appointed on the board of Troy Limited, as Mr. Suresh, the independent director, is also already appointed there. Clear? So now what is being said that now when we talk about LODR and with respect to the listed material subsidiary, so if I take you to the LODR notes, now if you see Now these are the notes which you all have. Clear? Now, so if you see the LODR notes, under that, now there is something called material subsidiary. Now here it is. Now under regulation 24, what have been specified that material subsidiary means a subsidiary whose income or net worth exceed 20% of the consolidated net worth or income respectively of the listed entity and its subsidiary in the immediately preceding accounting year. Yeah. So what is being said, so total income now, so if we say Troy income not Troy 66 CR and Rim 154 CR. Now 220 crores. Done. Now we have to calculate 20% of the same. So if we calculate 20%, now it will be equal to 44 crores. Now because it's a material subsidiary, so in that case what is required, that company have to appoint one of its independent director on the board of material subsidiary. So, and they have already appointed Suresh. So question is that whether company has done any non-compliance. Answer is no. So the answer for question number 1 shall be A. Now it says that yes, it can consider, so it can consider as a material subsidiary of Dream Limited and Mr. Suresh is on the board of Troy Limited. Now statutory requirements are fulfilled and it is not the violation of law, as if now what is being said, so it is considered material subsidiary and is on the board, statutory satisfied, and it will not violate the requirement if no more independent director is appointed on the board of Troy. So if there is no other independent director being appointed, still that is fine because statutory requirement has been complied. Done. Second, what is being said that how many directors and independent director apart from Suresh should have attended the meeting of audit committee. So how many directors and independent director apart from so how many directors and independent director apart from Mr. Suresh should have attended the meeting of audit committee to constitute a valid quorum present for the meeting, and what in particular the audit committee should have reviewed during the meeting at the time of reviewing the financial statement of Troy Limited. Now, so what is required that it need to review the financial statement, particularly the investment made by the subsidiary. So in this case, so it says that so how many independent director? Now, so what is being said that how many independent director need to attend the meeting? So two directors need to attend the meeting. So what is the quorum? So quorum need to be 1/3 or 2, whichever is higher. Now, and of which 2 need to be independent director. So if we see the quorum for audit committee, now what is the quorum for audit committee? Now what is being specified? Now quorum for audit committee. Now the quorum for audit committee meeting shall either be 2 member or 1/3 of the member, whichever is higher, with at least 2 independent director. Now done. So in this case, what will be the answer? So how many director need to attend the meeting? So 1/3 or 2, whichever is higher. So the answer for this will be D. So what is being said that 2 director and 1 more independent director apart from Mr. Suresh should have attended the meeting of the audit committee to constitute valid quorum present for the meeting, and the audit committee should have reviewed in particular the investment made by Troy Limited. Now what is being specified? Now what will be the so what will the last date of submission of quarterly financial statement to the stock exchange? So what will be the last date of submission of quarterly financial statement to the stock exchange of RIM Limited in case BIM was not able to submit the same by 31st July, and whether it can be submitted in unaudited form also? Now what is being said that that when this document have to be submitted, so it is 30th of June. So the quarter is 30th of June. 30th June, so it need to be submitted within 45 days. So the quarter 1, quarter 2 and quarter 3 financial have to be submitted within 45 days from the end of the quarter. So for quarter 1, quarter 2 and quarter 3, so it will be 14th of August. So 31 days of July plus 14 days of August. So now, and quarterly result can be audited as well as unaudited. So quarterly financial result. Now quarterly financial statement now need to be filed in audited form or in unaudited form. Now in audited or unaudited. Done. So answer for question number 3 is D. Now what is further being said, that how many how many more independent director, women directors should be at least there on the board apart from Mr. Suresh and Mrs. Meena respectively. Now what is required, that the company now so what is required, that how many more director have to be appointed, women director, how many need to be appointed more. Now that is something being asked in that question. Now now so what is being said, that 3 more independent data is required and no more women data is required to be appointed, as Meena is already there. So a listed company need to have at least one, woman director. Now what is required, that whether special resolution shall be required to be passed by the company general meeting for disposal of 6% equity holding of Troy Limited, and also to sell 22% asset of Troy Limited under the scheme of, if they want to dispose of any undertaking, a substantial part of the same, anything 20% or more. So anything more than 20% is always substantial part. So now answer for question 5 is A, which says that yes, the special resolution general meeting need to be passed for disposing 6% equity holding in Troy Limited. However, for selling 22% asset of Troy Limited, special resolution shall not require to be passed. Done. So these are few of the case studies what we have done under MTP series, and rest of the case studies will be discussed in next session. Clear? So hope everything is clear with you.